All right, let's get right into it. Welcome to this strategic briefing. Today, I'm going to be stepping into the role of your senior marketing consultant. If you own or manage an industrial design firm, this explainer is exactly for you. We are going to unlock the exact frameworks and playbooks you need to actually scale your studio in what is, let's face it, a wildly crowded market.
So, we need to start by addressing a really difficult truth, a hard question. Why isn't your brilliant portfolio attracting the right clients? Listen, having a stunning portfolio of beautifully finished products, that simply isn't enough to drive growth anymore. It's just the baseline. Without a strategic engine running behind the scenes, your absolute best work is virtually invisible to the decision makers you actually want to be reaching.
Here's our roadmap for today. First, the Design Firm Growth Challenge. Second, mastering integrated marketing communications. Third, building credibility with PR. Fourth, selling sustainable design value. Fifth, the new service launch checklist. And finally, number 6, unifying your brand message.
Starting off with Section 1, the Design Firm Growth Challenge.
You have to understand that content is your voice. It proves your expertise and, crucially, shows clients how you think, not just what you make. Your strategy has got to go way beyond just showcasing finished goods on platforms like Behance or Dribbble. You have to start communicating your actual design thinking process across all of your business channels. We're talking detailed case studies that tell a story from that very first initial sketch to the final product. It means sharing short process videos of 3D modeling and prototyping, or putting out blog posts on upcoming material trends. You literally have to market the genius of your process.
Moving right along to Section 2, mastering integrated marketing communications.
To fix fragmented, kind of confusing messaging, we deploy what I like to call the magic bullet, Integrated Marketing Communications, or IMC. It's the coordination of all your communication efforts to present one completely unified message about your expertise, your process, and your value proposition. This means absolute, relentless consistency. Whether a potential client is looking at your website, reading a proposal, meeting you at an industry event, or just browsing your LinkedIn profile, your unique value needs to be instantly recognizable and totally aligned.
Think of the IMC mix for industrial design as blending 3 main pillars. First up, digital marketing. That's your online portfolios, your SEO, and your case studies. Second is public relations, submitting to awards and getting featured in trade journals. And third, experiential marketing, like hosting client studio visits or showcasing your work at design exhibitions. When you orchestrate these channels together, they become this cohesive engine that pulls in clients who specifically value your unique design philosophy.
All right, Section 3, building credibility with PR.
If you want to turn your firm into an undeniable industry authority, you need to be using a very specific arsenal of PR tools. Now, this isn't just about sending out random company updates. We are talking about highly strategic press releases for major milestones. It's targeted media outreach, pitching stories to design blogs and business journals. It's rigorously pursuing award submissions like the Red Dot or IDEA. And honestly, most importantly, it involves producing thought leadership content, like white papers on design trends and securing speaking engagements. Doing this positions the principals of your firm as genuine thought leaders, not just everyday service providers.
Seriously, never underestimate the power of third-party validation. Leveraging those third-party endorsements builds immense credibility for your firm. An industry award or an organic feature in a respected trade journal does exponentially more to build trust than a paid advertisement ever could. Think of it this way. Advertising buys you visibility, but PR earns your reputation.
Which brings us to Section 4, selling sustainable design value.
Take the conceptual firm EcoShape Designs, for example, and their work on innovating compostable packaging from food waste. They didn't just build this beautiful, sustainable product and cross their fingers hoping people would notice. No, they leveraged a full IMC and PR strategy. They issued press releases highlighting their technical achievements, pitched the story to packaging industry publications and sustainability blogs, submitted it for environmental design awards, and wrote thought leadership articles on the real challenges of compostable packaging. That is exactly how you own a niche.
And we can apply that exact same logic to something completely different, like medical device design. If that's your target sector, your unified message consistently has to highlight your user-centered approach and your regulatory expertise. Your website needs hyper-specific case studies. You should be sharing insights on medical trends on LinkedIn to capture professional attention. Submit to specialized medical design awards, and send highly personalized direct emails right to the R&D heads at those medical device companies. It all comes back to consistency across specialized channels.
Okay, Section 5, new service launch checklist.
So, when your firm is actually ready to launch its next specialized design service, you've got to follow these 4 actionable phases of new product development. First is idea generation. So, looking at your internal R&D capabilities versus external client needs. Second, concept testing, refining that service idea directly with potential users. Third is market analysis, deeply assessing your competition and actual demand. And finally, commercialization, bringing it to market using the exact targeted IMC strategies we've been talking about. By following these steps, you ensure every single new service is grounded in thorough research and validated by actual customer demand.
And keep in mind, the product lifecycle totally dictates your tactics over time. When you first introduce a new service, your marketing is all about education and generating awareness, right? Then, during the growth phase, you shift focus to market expansion. By the time you hit maturity, your marketing really needs to highlight how you differentiate from competitors. Understanding exactly where your service sits on this curve tells you precisely what kind of message your IMC campaign needs to be pushing out.
Finally, Section 6. Unifying your brand message.
Look, leaving your marketing to chance, that just results in fragmented marketing. It creates a really confusing client experience where your design process is essentially invisible, and that ultimately leads to low trust and missed contracts. On the flip side, a unified IMC approach ensures consistent branding across every single touchpoint. It makes your brilliant design thinking completely transparent to the client, which gives you premium credibility. And that is exactly what allows you to command higher fees and win much better projects.
I'm going to leave you with a bit of a provocative thought to challenge how you view your business moving forward. Your design isn't finished until it reaches your audience, right? Well, the exact same goes for your business. Are you ready to actually take control of your firm's narrative? Start marketing the genius of your process, integrate your communications, and I promise you, the right clients will inevitably follow. Thanks for tuning into this explainer. Now get out there and start building your playbook today.